Hello students, so welcome to my second video on binary operation. Okay, now this question 11 is just too simple. Now they say let the binary operation asterisk be defined on a set A. The operation will be commutative if, so basically they are asking us what is that condition for us to have commutative property. Now see, I'm going to help you out. All right, I'm going to help you out with this. Now, you see this? This is commutative property. This is commutative. Commutative property. This one shows commutativity. Now, when it comes to this place, this is associativity. Okay, I'm just helping you out, right? So that you know it. Then this one is distributive property. Okay, so take note. So of course, we can now say that A asterisk B is equals to B asterisk A is what? Commutativity, or shows commutative property. It is very important. In fact, let me help you with this. Now, you see addition. For addition is what? Commutative. Multiplication is also what? Commutative. And what do we mean? Check it out. If I say 2 plus 3, it's the same thing as 3 plus 2. All of them is going to be 5. And if I say 2 times 3, it's the same thing as what? 3 times 2. And of course, it's going to be 6. So that is the reason, or that is what we call commutative property. Okay? Now, you agree with me that in this case, subtraction and division are not commutative. I just felt as giving you the information. Hope you like it. So let's move to the next question, question 13. So let's move on now. Solution. So we have that x asterisk y is equals to x raised to power y. So this is our definition. Very important we get all of that. Now we are told that we should consider this. Then we'll now find the positive values of x. Of course, very okay. So all we need to do is that we are going to say x asterisk 2 must be equals to x. And we are going to use this as our definition. So it's my y as it will now be replaced with 2. Remember I told you that it is by position. Okay. So therefore you are going to have x asterisk 2 now will now be equals to x all raised to power 2. It's as simple as that, right? Now, good. So therefore, we are now saying that x squared must be equals to x. Why? Because we remember that, of course, it is equals to x, so this is equals to x, right? So we have it that way. Now, since we have it that way, then we can now conclude to say x squared is equals to x means that x squared minus x is equals to 0. So therefore, you now factorize x into x minus 1 is equals to 0. So it's either x is equals to 0 or x minus 1 is equals to 0. Now, good. From this x minus 1, then x equals to 1 from this. All right? Therefore, we have two answers. We have 0 and 1. Those are my answers. So we'll go back to our option, which is C. So C is our option. So let's move quickly and solve the last question. Now, solution to this. Okay. So we have our definition. This is our definition. So no problem with that. So let's go over and get p asterisk 2 minus this. It's as simple as that. So let me do it. So let's start p asterisk 2. P asterisk 2 is going to be 2p plus p, then you have 2, then plus 2. So therefore, it's going to be 2p plus 2p, then plus 2. Okay, so it's going to be 4p, then plus 2. So I'm done with that part. Then let me pick p asterisk 1. P asterisk 1. Now this is going to be 2p, then plus p, then you have 1, then plus 1. So you're going to have 2p, then plus p, then plus 1, which is going to be 3p plus 1. Remember, When you subtract them, remember p asterisk 2 minus p asterisk 1 is equals to 40. So we'll come back here. We are going to have 4p plus 2 minus, put it in bracket, okay, so that you don't have issues, minus 3p plus 1 is equals to 40. So you're going to have 4p, okay, you have 4p plus 2 minus 3p minus 1 is equals to 40. So we are going to have p, then p plus 1 is equals to 40. So p is now going to be 40 minus 1. So p is going to be 39. Okay, good. It's actually very simple things, very straightforward. So we have our answer to be C. Is it C? No, 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 no. No, not C. Sorry. The answer is A, 39. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and keep following me for more interesting math videos to prepare you for your JAMB 2026. Thank you.